And welcome to Alfred E. Thompson Stadium in Fritz Orr Field. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker as we're live here on the campus of Westminster High School in the second round of the 2004 AAA State Playoffs. It should be a fantastic contest. The second meeting between these two teams. The Wildcats come in riding a perfect record of 11-0 on the year, and the Hurricanes 7-4 on the season and fresh off a big victory over Hart County last Friday night. And we could not ask for a better night for football. It looked like it was going to rain earlier, but now everything is clear.
Yeah, of course, the field is a little wet in certain spots, but Scott, in a game like this, a rematch game during the same season, it's hard to say who has the advantage. You got Westminster winning the first game. Does Westminster have the advantage, or will Cartersville have the revenge factor? And, of course, this game is here at Westminster. As I once heard one coach say, whoever thinks they have the advantage has the advantage. So it's just a mindset. Whatever team thinks that they're in better position to win this game, and the team that makes the most plays, has the less turnovers, that's the team that's going to win this football game.
Well, we're about ready to get this one underway. The captain's still in the locker room getting ready to make their way from the locker room. We're about ready to get it underway here from Westminster High School. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching the high school football game of the week and listening to WYXC AM 1270.
Bartow County Bank is Bartow County's oldest community bank. As we've grown through the years, we've helped our community grow too. We've backed new businesses while assisting existing ones to expand and thrive. We've supported schools, civic organizations, and countless charities. So what can we do for you? Bartow County Bank. This is your town. We're your bank. Member FDIC.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is celebrating a century of customer satisfaction. For the past 100 years, Badcock has provided the best quality in home furnishing from the friendliest and most knowledgeable sales staff in the business. Stop by our beautiful showroom in Cartersville to see our wide selection of living room and bedroom suites. We also offer the best in carpet and flooring. When it comes to your children, our Kids Corner provides a unique look to any bedroom. Badcock Home Furniture and More, looking to earn your business for another century.
In small towns, there's always something special. In Cartersville, that something is the Capri Restaurant. Capri is located in the heart of the city and serves the best breakfast and lunch in town. Whether you dine in or carry out, Capri is your place for great food and fantastic service. Capri is a loyal supporter of Cartersville athletics and is the perfect place to cure a hurricane-sized appetite. The Capri Restaurant, located at 317 East Church Street in Cartersville, across from the high school.
U.S. Industrial Supply Company, a world of nuts and bolts, specializing in cutting tools such as Champion, Stelram, and Balax, and pneumatic fittings, such as Legree and Creuset. Call us for your cutting tools, fasteners, and pneumatic fitting needs at 770-382-6100 or 1-800-334-2755, located in Cartersville, Georgia.
When it comes to Cartersville and Bartow County, the Daily Tribune is your newspaper for coverage of local news, politics, plus education. For all the latest information on the Canes, Colonels, Wildcats, Eagles, and Tigers, check out the Tribune sports page every day. For over 50 years, the Daily Tribune News is what Bartow County reads first. The oldest paper in the area is delivered to over 36,000 homes and can reach your door every day for just 25 cents a day. The Daily Tribune News for all your local news coverage.
What's a family sports pub? It's a place to gather together and watch the game, and where everyone's an MVP. It's a place where kids can be kids, and so can grown-ups. It's like your family room, only you don't have to clean up.
See you, Beef.
Beef O'Brady's Family Sports Pubs, making memories since 1985.
And welcome back to Westminster High School, Alfred E. Thompson Stadium in Fritz Orr Field. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker as we're live here on the campus of Westminster High School in what should be a fantastic game. The captains right now are making their way toward the field, and you couldn't ask for a better night. The fog is kind of coming in. That may hurt some of the visibility, but I think more up here than it will be down on the field. Yeah, the fog is starting to lift. Of course, Scott, earlier it looked kind of hairy around here, but hopefully the fog will stay away. You wonder if there's advantage to any team with this wet field. The rain has stopped, I guess, about an hour ago, but there are some slick spots in this field. And, Scott, as we talked earlier, it's going to come down to big plays. You got to have your big play guys make plays. Even when you're not open for a pass, you got to make the catch. You got to have somebody make the strip, make the tackle, get off a block. This is the time for big play players to show up. Well, you're absolutely right. The field conditions we talked about, a little muddy out here. That could favor the Canes in one respect because they can sit up there and run behind that big offensive line. That usually favors a big offensive line. But the other thing is Cartersville planning on playing a lot of man defense tonight, and that could hurt them. Yeah, Scott, I think you're going to see Cartersville have a totally different plan than they had the first game against Westminster. They came out in defense with a 3-5, and Beckham, the quarterback, kind of picked Cartersville apart. He just really came up to the line of scrimmage, made his checks, made the calls, and ran the football where he wanted to. But every time there was a third down opportunity, Beckman made the big play, picked up 4 or 5 yards, and when it was 3rd and 3, where he made the pass in the flats and got the first down. So he's a big key to this team. And again, on offense, Cartersville probably going to do some things a little differently than they did that first game against Westminster. A little more two tights, probably a little more eye. As we said earlier, Billy mentioned, you're going to see a little more Terrell Johnson tonight. And Ramon Nesbitt, again, another big key. Didn't play in that first half against Westminster in that first football game. So totally different football team. You got a couple of linemen that were injured. A couple didn't play. This is a different Cartersville football team tonight. Well, the captains are now making their way to the midfield stripe. For the Westminster Wildcats, it'll be Stuart Sitterson, Will Bryant, Glenn Doris, and Hastings Hunt. And for the Hurricanes, it'll be A.T. Barnes, along with Ian Smith, number 5, Ramon Nesbitt, and it's got 98. Looks like Mike Fair. It's Mike Fair tonight, wearing a different uniform, and we're going to turn it over to the head referee as he'll have the coin toss from the midfield stripe.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How are you? Yeah. Gentlemen, my name is Marion Carroll. I'll be your referee for tonight's game. Mr. Longshot is going to be your umpire, and we have 4 other officials that's going to help us to officiate this game tonight. Gentlemen, you guys were chosen captains of your respective teams. Evidently, you show some type of leadership ability. We expect you to keep your team under control at all times. The state has asked us to emphasize sportsmanship. We want you to be on your best behavior tonight. Play hard, but play fair, okay? Right. You're the visiting team, is that right? And you're the home team, is that right? Okay, we're going to call the coin toss? Okay, I have a coin here. There's heads and there's tails, okay? I will flip it. If I drop it, I will pick it up and we'll do it again, okay? Call it while it's in the air, okay? Okay, here we go. Tails, okay? He called tails, okay? Is that right? It is tails. It is tails. You have won the toss. You have the option to defer your choice to the second half, to receive, to kick, or defend the goal. What would you like to do? You would like to defer, okay.
And number 74, Ian
Sir,
Smith.
You have the option to receive. You want the ball? Okay. Which way do you want to kick? You want to kick that way. Okay. Put your backs to the scoreboard. Okay. Okay. Westminster will receive. Cartersville will defend this goal and kick this way. Gentlemen, shake hands. Let's have a good ball game.
And there you have the coin toss from the midfield stripe. Cartersville has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, and Westminster's going to put their offense on the field first. And Scott, again, it's going to be interesting to see what happens on this first drive. We know that Beckman is a big key for Westminster. We'll see the adjustment that Cartersville has made over that first game, see what defense they're going to employ tonight. Well, one thing it's very similar to is the situation that Cartersville had in 2001 when they had a quarterback like Lee Miles that was so dominant. As you see the Hurricanes coming through their banner right now, the Wildcats are ready to come through theirs as well, and we're just about ready to get it underway here from Westminster High School in what should be a fantastic game. And as I was saying, Lee Miles it was a big part of the Cartersville's offense in 2001, and teams that had success defended him very well, put a lot of pressure on him, and kept him contained in the backfield.
And Scott, is so tough with a quarterback that's a double threat. You know, if you got a quarterback, he doesn't run well and he throws the football, you know, there's less to defend. And if you got a quarterback that runs well and he can't throw the football, then again, there's less for that defense to defend. But when you have a quarterback, as you mentioned, like Beckman, like Lee Miles, a quarterback that's a dual threat to run or pass at any time, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense, a lot of pressure on the secondary.
And we'll see what happens as this one gets ready to get underway. The Hurricanes are set to kick this one off. They'll put it down on the 40. The Wildcat return team getting their final instructions on the sideline, and we're just about ready to get it underway here from Fritz Orr Field on the campus of Westminster High School. Again, you're watching the high school football game of the week and listening to WIXC AM 1270. Stephen Ward back deep to receive along with Stuart Sitterson. Trent Dittmer getting ready to kick it off for the Canes. He'll put it down on the 40-yard line, and we're about ready to get this one underway.
And Scott, it's amazing how quickly a season just flies past. I mean, it just seems like we just opened up the regular season a few weeks ago, and here we are in week 12 of this football season.
Has been a quick year. I know the season was moved up a couple weeks this season. Dittmer gets his foot underneath it. It is a short floater. It'll be fielded by Mac Williams, and he's across the 25, still on his feet at the 30. He's loose outside, and he'll get wrestled down at the 42-yard line, and the Wildcats will start with pretty good field position.
And a good kick by Trent Dittmer. Kicked it from the right hash, crossed the field to the left hash at the Cartersville kickoff team. Missed a couple of tackles, Scott. He probably should have been tackled at about the 25-yard line. As it is, nice job of returning the football by back number 12 for Westminster. Westminster offense coming on the field first from the west yard line.
Starting across front for Glenn Doris, Loss Anderson, and Parker Ablett. And they will bring it up to the line. Beckham will come out of the shotgun. And this time he hands off to Sitterson. Sitterson looking inside, gets some yardage across the 45, out to the 47-yard line, and a late penalty flag comes down. We'll see what the call is.
And Scott, that time Westminster, I don't know if they ran that formation the first game against Cartersville, but they had a bunch formation. We'll get the call here from the referee.
It's going to be a face mask against the Canes.
And Scott, that time they had a bunch set with three receivers lined up to the left side of the field and really had the Hurricanes outnumbered on the left side of the field as they ran a little handoff sweep to the halfback from the shotgun position. I think this is going to be a 5-yard penalty against Cartersville for face mask. So Westminster now in Cartersville territory at the Cartersville 47-yard line.
So the Wildcats will bring it up to the line. It'll be 1st and 10 now with 11:44 to play here in the opening quarter. Again, no score from Fritz Ord Field, and the Wildcats bring it up to the line. This time they're going to bunch three wide receivers to the right side of the formation, and Beckham's going to roll out. He's got some time. On the run now, he's going to turn upfield, throws, and the ball is tipped and almost intercepted that time by Terrell Johnson.
Terrell Johnson making a great break on that football. But, Scott, again, you see the danger of playing against a quarterback like Beckham. Beckham had the option to run that football. We had three receivers bunched to the right, along with a halfback to the right, and Beckham had some running room. He could have picked up 5 or 6 yards, but he elected to throw the football. But that was a great break on that ball by 21 Terrell Johnson.
Well, the ball will be spotted just inside the 47-yard line. 11:31 to play here in the opening quarter, and the clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, the call for the Wildcats. They'll bring it up to the line. Again, they're going to bunch three wide receivers to the right side, and this time they hand off up the middle, and they'll run across the 40 down into Cartersville territory at the 38-yard line. A pickup of almost 8 yards on 2nd down. It brings up 3rd and short for the Wildcats.
And again, Scott, that was the same play that they opened this football game with, except they had the three receivers bunched to the right, ran the handoff sweep to Citizen going from left to right on that play. And here we are, Scott. We were in this position a lot in that first game against Westminster. It's 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 right here on the Cartersville 37-yard line.
3rd and short to call, and the Cats will bring it up to the line. They'll work from the Hurricane 37-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, and Beckham will again come out of the shotgun. This time he's going to go 4 wides, actually 5 now as he sends Sitterson in motion. No backs in the backfield. He throws across the middle. He's got a receiver. It's caught back at the 35, still on his feet, and Patrick Batty is dropped at the 31-yard line, and the Wildcats will move the sticks.
And Scott, with 3rd and short and Beckham at quarterback, I was a little surprised by that call. And I really think Cartersville was thinking keeper with the quarterback, but a nice pass by Beckham to the wideout, number 5, Patrick Batty. First down, Westminster at the Cartersville 31-yard line.
Well, with 10:30 to go here in the opening quarter, the Cats will bring it up to the line. They'll work from the 31-yard line. Again, they're going to run 4 wide receivers. One back in the backfield, and that's Sitterson. Beckham will come out of the shotgun. Now he's going to send Sitterson in motion. Again, they'll go with that 5 wide receiver package. The Hurricanes show blitz. They throw toward the end zone, and that ball is incomplete. That time, Bentley Foster had a step that time on the Hurricane defensive back.
Scott, I'm telling you, Westminster had Cartersville on that play. Cartersville playing 2 underman, 2 deep safeties. Westminster went motion. One of the safeties came up to pick up the motion man. The linebacker did not adjust. There was a cornerback playing man-to-man on the wideout, expecting help deep with the safety, but the safety came up to pick up the motion back.
Again, the Cats will come out of the shotgun, 1 back in the backfield. This time they're going to send a back in motion. That's Dennis Love, and they're going to roll out to the right. Looking for the corner now is Beckham, and he's dropped at the 31-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Westminster running the option again out of shotgun, but the Cartersville defense doing a great job of defending the option. Scott, that was not a running play that hurt Cartersville the first game. The play that hurt Cartersville was a fake by the quarterback Beckham with the handoff sweep and the quarterback keeping the football. 3rd down and 10 yards. You would think an obvious passing down, but Westminster could keep this football with Beckham.
Again, they're going to go 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left side of the formation, 2 to the right, no tight end. A long shotgun as Beckham drops back, now throws over the middle, has a receiver, and it's caught inside the 5, and he loses the football. It's going to be ruled incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th and 10. And that was a big break for the Hurricanes defensively that time because Batty was wide open across the middle, and that could have been 6 had he held on to that one.
Wide open and a nice pass by Beckham. And as you mentioned, Scott, I don't know if you can classify that as shotguns, more like cannon.
Well, they're going to call a quick timeout with 9:24 to play here in the opening quarter. No score from Fritz Orr Field. The Wildcats face 4th and 10. We'll be right back after this.
I switched because they understand my business.
I switched because they let me do my banking online.
We switched because they made getting a business loan
easy. I switched because of their experience.
I switched because they're open when other banks are closed.
We switched because they do home loans better than anybody.
I switched because they go where I go.
Everybody's switching to Century Bank, the fastest growing bank in Bartow County. Just pick your reason, and we'll take care of the rest.
Temps Excel Incorporated has provided professional staffing services since 1997, and today we are stronger than ever. We are committed to responding to your workplace needs by quickly and effectively providing the right candidates for any project. We specialize in either permanent or temporary help to complete your workload. At Temps Excel, we are always looking to expand our workforce, hiring clerical, industrial, warehouse, and all general laborers. We also make it our goal to recognize our clients' specific needs and always exceed expectations. Temps Excel Incorporated, a step above the rest.
The often imitated, hardly ever duplicated, nearly world-famous Hooters wings are here in Cartersville. Anytime is the right time to stop by Hooters, whether it's with the family after the big game, with the guys for Monday Night Football, or a girls' night out for Tuesday Night Trivia. Hooters is the place to be. We have it all from salads to sandwiches, seafood to soups. Hooters in Cartersville, delightfully tacky, yet unrefined.
Our society is definitely on the move, and to keep up with its pace, you must be trained. North Metro Technical College offers training in more than 24 highly specialized fields. It's the first stop on the road to a quality, high-tech career. Register now. For more information, call 770-975-4000 or visit our website at www.nmtcollege.org.
El Nopal Family Mexican Restaurant has just moved to their new location across Old Mill Road. Come in and enjoy the best in Mexican cuisine. Our brand new 6,200 square foot facility can handle any party, big or small. Stop in for our value-packed lunch specials or sit back and relax with our fantastic dinner menu. We offer a full bar with televisions so you never miss the big game. And if you prefer, enjoy our outdoor patio seating. El Nopal in Cartersville, the best in Mexican family dining.
you looking for a car? Are you looking for a ride? Major Motors is the place to buy. So come on in, we'll make a deal today.
Major Motors, 305 South Tennessee Street, Cartersville.
Well, when I got hurt and missed work, glad I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac. Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Should ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Aflac.
Down 2 more, we might be able to kill it.
And welcome back to Fritz Orr Field. 1:21 to go in the game. The Canes are going to bring it up to the line. They face a 2nd and 8 as they work out of the I. Lyle Allen's going to go under center. Tight end to the left side of the formation, and they hand off to Barrett Knapp's up the middle. He's loose across the 30, and a first down. We'll put a fork in this one as the Hurricanes are moving into the state quarterfinals. They'll be traveling to Columbus next Friday night. That's going to move the sticks. The Wildcats cannot stop the clock, and with 1:14 to go in the game, the Hurricanes are going to take a knee here and run this clock out. What an effort by Barrett Knapp's.
Scott, of course, when you get to the playoffs, style points don't count. The only thing that counts is, you win the football game. Cartersville has not played very well tonight. Give Westminster credit. I mean, they've outplayed Cartersville tonight, and, they can make the argument. They should have won the football game.
The Hurricanes are going to take a knee, and Lyle Allen steps down at the 34-yard line, and the Hurricanes are headed to Columbus. 16-14 your final here at Weinman Stadium, and the Hurricanes may have to take another knee with 45 seconds to go in this one. And boy, the Canes have come in here to Fritz Orr Field and stolen a victory tonight. And what an effort it was for the purple and gold, because I tell you, this is a mighty good football team they played this evening.
Yes, Scott, tough game for either team to lose right here.
This is one of the best executing football teams I have ever seen, and the Hurricanes are going to take a knee and come out of here with a hard-fought victory, and they're headed on to the state quarterfinals in what has been a battle. And Westminster's season comes to an end with an overall record of 11-1, and the Hurricanes are headed on to the state quarterfinals. They're the 2nd team out of Region 6 that has advanced tonight. Carrollton with a big victory over Gainesville tonight, and they're also in the state quarterfinals. So 2 teams out of Region 6 are in the final 8. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll break this one down from Fritz Orr Field. You've been watching the high school football game of the week and listening to WYXC AM 1270. We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking for the best of both worlds to meet your banking needs? At Crescent Bank, we blend the friendly atmosphere of a local community bank with a progressive attitude toward 21st century banking. Not only does Crescent Bank provide online banking and competitive mortgage rates, we now have 2 locations to serve you in Cartersville. For personal or business checking and savings, our friendly employees are ready to provide you with unparalleled service. Crescent Bank, the people you know, the people you trust.
Star Building Systems has been manufacturing and designing aesthetically pleasing buildings since 1927. Star has over 950 builders worldwide. Locally, Sutton Industrial Services is your one choice for industrial buildings, both big and small. Sutton Industrial utilizes the Star system to produce the best in steel structures, because our business is building yours.
Heaven? Gee, who knows? I mean, I know I'm gonna die, but what happens after, if anything?
What if there is no God? Yeah, there is, but what if Jesus was just this great idealist and the miracles were stories?
Life is filled with perplexing questions. Worship with us at First Presbyterian Church, located at the corner of Bartow and Main Streets in Cartersville, on Sunday at 8:45 and 11. Perhaps together we will discover some answers.
Volvos have always been considered to be one of the safest and most luxurious cars on the road, and now there's a dealership that shares the same qualities as the cars they sell. Experience the best in vehicle shopping at the new Nally Volvo in Marietta. Nally incorporates one of the biggest inventories of new and pre-owned cars around, with the friendliest and most knowledgeable sales staff in the business. Nally is also your home for service with the most reliable technicians in the area. Nally Volvo, come see our new look. When it comes to athletic equipment, SportsMax is your local headquarters. SportsMax specializes in uniforms and can outfit any team big or small. They carry a full supply of baseball pants from high school to Little League. SportsMax is also the only local dealer of Russell athletic wear in the area. SportsMax can also handle all of your trophy needs with a full line of hardware. SportsMax on 76C Center Road in Cartersville.
It doesn't matter who breaks it, but it does matter who replaces it. Call Matheson Glass. We are your local glass company, and we're approved by all major insurance companies. You have the right to choose your glass company. When filing a claim, you need to choose a company with a proven record, and Matheson Glass has been installing auto glass for 25 years. When it comes to choosing a local glass provider, there is only one choice, Matheson Glass. Give them a call at 387-5777.
Blue Sky Car Wash and Lube Center has it all. Blue Sky offers the finest car wash technology, featuring all of the latest protectants and shine to make your vehicle look new again. Our Valvoline Lube Center has the most competitive prices in the area for oil changes, fuel system tune-ups, and transmission flushes. Spoil your ride with our full-service value combo packages. Blue Sky is conveniently located in walking distance to 13 eateries, so you don't wait. We'll take care of everything while you dine. Blue Sky Car Wash on 150 Felton Road next to Adams Barbecue. And welcome back to Fritz Orfield, and there's your final: Cartersville 16, Westminster 14, and the Hurricanes are back in the state quarterfinals for the first time since 2001 when they went to the Georgia Dome. So the Hurricanes will now travel to Shaw next Friday night as they head down to Columbus. Shaw had with a big win over Cairo tonight, 27-0. So the Hurricanes, again, will be on the road as a 2 seed. The bracket states they go on the road in the next round. So they'll be going there. We'll break down some of the scoring in this one. Cartersville got on the board first. 4:41 to go in the first quarter. A.T. Barnes scored on an 85-yard interception return for a touchdown. That made it 7-0, and the Hurricanes were in business. Then with no time left in the first quarter, Stuart Sitterson caught a 7-yard touchdown pass from Gordon Beckham. That made it 7-6 with a missed PAT. Then with 6:04 to go in the second quarter, Terrell Johnson scored on a 51-yard touchdown run. That made it 13-6. Cartersville had the lead going into the half. And then in the third quarter, Westminster struck back with 4:42. Patrick Batty caught a 14-yard pass from Gordon Beckham. That made it 14-12, but then the Wildcats go for the 2-point conversion. And watch what happens here as they throw back to the backside. And what an excellent effort that time. And really a great move in the coaching department, too, to call that and get Cartersville on the defensive quickly while you got the momentum. That made it 14-13, and then Cartersville comes up big with 6:31 to go in the game. Trent Dittmer, a 20-yard field goal to win it, 16-14. And we said all year long that Trent Dittmer would be called on at some point this season to win a football game, and tonight that is exactly what happened.
Scott, I know that Trent was happy to redeem himself after missing that PAT in the second quarter, but he came through with a big kick. And Trent Dittmer, you won't kick a bigger field goal than one you kicked tonight. We knew that coming in, Scott. This was going to be a big football game for Cartersville, and you felt like if you could get over this hurdle, you had a chance to possibly make it to the Dome. And I know Shaw has a good football team, and you're on the road, but you're not going to play very many teams that are as well coached as Westminster. They execute their offense. They play on defense. And, Scott, they've got some seniors out there that are just hard-nosed kids that don't quit.
Well, my two players of the game are both from Westminster, even though they lost tonight, Gordon Beckham and Stuart Sitterson, and I got to tip my hat to Gordon Beckham. He is as good as advertised. I saw him the third week of the season, and I knew he had a good game, and I didn't think he could duplicate that tonight. And, boy, he came out and just showed more heart than any player I've seen this year when he was playing with his arm hanging down.
And Scott, the thing is, those two guys don't come off the field. They're on special teams. They're on defense. They're on offense. They never come off the field, and they're still going hard in the fourth quarter. But, you know, that's what high school football is all about. And, yeah, you can't help but have a lot of respect for those guys. But give Cartersville credit. There are games that you're going to have, Scott, like this where you got to find a way to win. And this team hung in there Defense got tired second half. They're on the field all night long. The offense struggled, but you got to find a way to win. And, again, the big play guys, A.T. Barnes really getting it started. Ramon Nesbitt making some big runs, and then Terrell Johnson again popping the big run. And the big play guys when you need it stepping up again.
And there you have it, the final 16-14 from Fritz Orr Field. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game: First Presbyterian Church, Temps Excel Incorporated, Century Bank, Nally Volvo, Badcock Home Furniture and more, North Metro Tech, The Image Source, SportsMax, Sutton Industrial, Crescent Bank, Matheson Glass, the Cartersville Medical Center, Bartow County Bank, the Blue Sky Car Wash, Parmenter Langford and Watkins Insurance, Beef O'Brady's Restaurant, the Styles Collision Center, Unity Bank, Elno Paul Restaurant, United States Industrial Supply, Larry Thompson Realty, Designs by Carroll, Mobile Trends, Hooters, Major Motors, the Capri Restaurant, Aflac, Owens Hardware, and of course CC's Pizza, which provided the pregame meal for the crew tonight. Also like to thank the crew for tonight. Directing things was Jason Woodside. Down on the field was Greg McNair, and up here in the booth with us tonight was Michael Turner. I'm Scott Singer, along with Donald Rucker, saying goodnight from Fritz Orr Field. We'll see you again next Friday night when the Hurricanes are on the road in Columbus, and we'll bring you that game live. Kickoff will be 7:30 or 8 o'clock in South Georgia next Friday night, and of course we'll bring it to you live. You're listening to WIXC and watching the high school football game of the week. We'll see you again next week.